Well, hey guys, it is a Thursday evening, not that it matters. You may watch this at any different time and maybe even months from now. This is a new area for me. What I like to do is focus in, rather than on DVDs and Blu-rays, although I certainly have a passion for those, on something else that I have a passion for, which is toys. Now, by toys, it could mean anything from a cool digital watch or some little trinket that I picked up that I think is pretty cool that you might be interested in, or something electronic, which is more likely than anything else. Could be a digital single lens reflex camera, which I just picked up. It could be a video camera. It could be perhaps a new iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy 4 or something like that. Or it could be some sort of video game system. In this case, that's what I'm going to show you. I picked up, not long ago, a handheld video system, and for me, it's a good one. Now, I know there's other things out there, and there's other ones that people like, but for what I like, this is perfect. And it's not the most popular one out there. Strangely, I owned the predecessor to this and thought it was really good too, and gave it to my kids a while back, and now I've got this one, which is a little higher, well, a lot higher quality, and it's got a lot of advantages. So I'm going to talk about the PS Vita, PlayStation Vita. This is a handheld unit. This is the case that I bought for it. I'm going to show you that. It has a protective thing here for the screen. Games are little. They come in just little tiny cases, and about Blu-ray size cases, I guess. But really, all you need is the game out of it. And they just here's a little Big Planet 2. Here's the size of the memory cards. They are exclusive. This is an 8 gig, and I have a 32 gigabyte. I'm sorry, 32 gigabyte in the actual system, which is here. So the system itself, as you turn it on, I'm going to turn it on here. I forgot I turned it off. It has like a sleep function on it, and then it also has an actual power off. So I'm going to power it on and let you take a look at it. It's got dual analog controllers here. It's analog, but and they're pretty cool. I'm going to show you a couple things here. There's a couple. First of all, this Lumens game is actually in the up here. There's a spot for the cartridges to go, the little tiny cartridges. And the memory card goes down here at the bottom, right in this little black spot here. I don't know if you really tell, but it's right in there. Now, what this does is a couple things. These are all downloadable games here, which is kind of sweet. You can not only download PlayStation 1 games. Pardon me, I've got a terrible cold. You can also download PSP games, the original PlayStation Portable. And you can download Vita, PlayStation Vita games. And I have no idea what Vita stands for. And a lot of these games are free. These are the ones I've downloaded and are all on the card. And they load quickly. So, for instance, if I want to take a look at, this is Street Fighter versus Tekken. The start button here. Yeah, turn that up a little bit. So you get some idea what this looks like and how it plays. It loads fairly quickly. I'm going to say the graphics on this are in some ways equivalent to a PlayStation 2, which is pretty sweet. So I'll get in here a little bit closer with this and let you take a look at it. You might be able to hear it better too if I go in about this close. Yeah, you take a look at it. It's got nice graphics and nice sound on it. You can put headphones on it, obviously. I'm going to skip the rest of the intro and show you.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
I love the Japanese Street Fighter Cross Tekken because it's got an X there. You can't be like Versus or something. It's Cross. Occasionally have downloadable content that'll come up, just pop up there free, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna do I'll do arcade, I guess. Just to give you a sense of it, I'm not looking to play a lot of stuff here, but just give you some sense of what it looks like and how it plays. I say it loads quickly. Well, there it is. Pick my character. Picked Ryu and Ken. It's all good. Original costumes and everything. Very good. Go against some random people.
The news of Pandora has reached Ryu thanks to Chun-Li as she tracks Shadowloo's movements. The reports of ordinary people displaying unimaginable power due to the influence of the box has Ryu worried.
Okay. Okay. Skip a lot of that, obviously. So, I'm fighting Steve and somebody else. I just want to give you a little sense of this. I'm not looking to, and it's kind of blurry to my eyes here, but the screen is amazingly sharp. The colors are vibrant. It's got one of these OLED screens, whatever they're called. So, it's hard to... The graphics are neat, huh? I don't know if you can tell. I'm in a plane here, so I'm not really watching what I'm doing with the camera, but... I don't even know how to hit him. Well, you get the idea. I'm not going to play the whole match out here, although it's tempting. And there's a ton of characters in here, so you get basically the idea of this. I'm going to go back out of here. Now, I can leave that sitting there, and when I go back, it's right like there, or I can just kind of close the page out, and it's gone. A lot of cool games. Pretty thin. It's got not only a front touchscreen, which is neat, but it also has a back touchscreen. And in here is all touchscreen. And that comes into play numerous times in various games, because what can happen is you can actually be in a game and it can say, defeat the enemies. You can from the back kind of hit the back of the touchscreen to do some things to disrupt the front of the game. Pretty neat stuff, and I enjoyed the touchscreen. So that's a PS Vita. I spent a lot of time with it, but you've got the cartridges. You've also got a variety of games. And if you want to see more, I guess I can show you that. I'll show you one other thing. Within the PlayStation Store, when you access that, and I can show you this real quick, you have access to a lot of free games. And for $49.99 a year, you can get an instant video game collection, as they call it. Now, these are all downloadable either for free. Now, Lone Survivor, the Director's Cut, just came up, as did Mod Nation was here before. But Lone Survivor, the Director's Cut, just came up, so I can download that if I want for free and keep it for as long as I have the $49.99 subscription. That's Street Fighter Tekken was free. It's normally $39.99. It was free. Free as long as I keep this. Wipeout 2048 is free. Worms is free. Uncharted Golden Abyss is free, and Gravity Rush is free. Now, the two games I really wanted when I bought the system were Uncharted Golden Abyss and Gravity Rush. So both free games. Now, I can buy them later on if I want to, if I decide to do that. It's only $13.49 for Gravity Rush. I may do that at some point. Wipeout's only $13. But Uncharted's still $20-some, and that Street Fighter game at $39. I may look for it on eBay and get it cheaper at some point. But I don't see why, because I can get a game like this, Lone Survivor, which is normally $12.99, and get it for free. So I don't know a lot about it, but I can see that it's got some halfway decent graphics in it, from what I can tell. It looks like the person has to wander through wherever. There's 10 pictures here. Yeah, it looks interesting. I don't know a lot about it, so I'm not going to download it now, but I could, and it would be free because I have this account. So that's kind of cool. And then they have a variety of PlayStation games you can download right to the system for a variety of prices. They have sales that go on, so you can get a bunch of stuff. These are all Vita games. These are just in the A's. I have this one, Assassin's Creed Liberation. That's an awesome game. And there's all sorts of things you can get as upgrades, costumes, other levels. Again, all free on the system. So that's, here's my first toy I'm going to show off, the PlayStation Vita. Really like it. The screen is nice. The games for it are excellent. It's thin. It's pretty transportable. I don't get to play too many video games on the big screen television anymore because the kids monopolize that. So I picked this up, and then I picked this up too. This is something to hold the various games, and I think it was like a couple dollars on Amazon. They got two of them. I got a black one, and then I got a white one, or more of a clear one. They hold 8 games. So here's Tearaway, which is a great game. MLB 13, The Show, FIFA Soccer. Assassin's Creed Liberation, I mentioned that one already. And then on the flip side, I've got 4 more. Injustice, which is kind of a DC fighting type game, Superman, Batman, and villains. Killzone, Mercenary, which is really good. Mortal Kombat, which actually plays really well on there. And then Sky Cooper, another pretty good game. So I've got those. I also have Little Big Planet 2, and in the machine right now is Lumens, which is a good game. So the ones in the machine I have, or in the actual system I have here, games on the cards. So any of those, if I were to put those in, I'd come here to access them. But since I do have Lumens in there, I'll give you a quick peek of that. You get various awards, trophies, and so on for playing, and it keeps track of all that. Again, loads quickly. You skip a lot of the intro stuff. I guess I can't skip the intro. They want you to know it's made by Ubisoft. Q Entertainment. And Rocket Studio. I love handheld games. You can take them anywhere. If I'm waiting in the car for my wife, she goes into the mall to shop or goes into a store to pick up something, I can sit out in the car if I want to. Usually it's a grocery store or like Target or something. It's usually not a mall. I usually go into those. Touch the screen to start. Again, this gives you an idea of the game. I'm not going to play this for long. I'll give you a sense of it anyway. If you never played Lumens, it's an awesome game. Similar to Tetris. Some ways it moves faster. The idea is when the thing comes around again, that's when it activates those. You can kind of race and get stuff there before it gets there and so on. You get the idea. But it's cool. Let me go here for a second. And that beam that goes across will speed up, slow down, and so on. But it's pretty neat. You get the idea. Alright, guys. Stop that. That's a PS Vita. I like it a lot. I'm real happy with it. It's the first of the sponsored toys I'm going to do. Sponsored by me, not sponsored by PlayStation or PlayStation Vita. But I hope you enjoyed. I'll show some other stuff on toys periodically. And I'll put something in there that says toys so that those people who are more just into the DVDs and Blu-rays and don't care about anything else, or don't care as much, I guess, or I don't know how to phrase that. But those folks can skip it if they'd like. Hopefully, though, people will watch it and comment. I don't make these for fun. Well, they are kind of fun to make, but I don't make them just for my own amusement. I make them for, hopefully, your amusement. And if you don't enjoy it, the little comments, it kind of takes away from the fun for me. So comment if you will. Let me know what you think of the idea. And I'll continue it if it's liked and stop it if it's not. All right, guys, take care.